Hi, I'm Janelle. I've been traveling internationally for the last 20 years, connecting with cultures and finding sustainable adventures, especially scuba diving. This year, I'm showing you my hometown of Utah, from the deep southern deserts to the high Uinta Mountains, with a sprinkling of hidden gems from around the world. Be sure to subscribe and become a part of the culture trekking community. Oh, and share it with your friends. More the merrier. So we're over here at Pioneer Park in St. George, and we decided to forego the Vortex hike because it looks pretty similar to Yance Flat, and the Vortex is like a deep depression in the mountain where it collects water and it looks like it's being sucked down into the vortex. The kayaking is also canceled because it's going to be 91 down in Page, and that is not conducive to camping. The dogs were looking a little bit dehydrated as well. Finn finally peed this morning, so that's good. But we will be heading over to Bears Ears to kind of set up a more permanent camp and explore some of the Anasazi ruins over there. But first, let's go and check out Pioneer Park. This is a great place to come and have a picnic, also to explore some hoodoos, and they do have some restroom facilities available here, a little fire pit, and as you can see, a great picnic area that looks like you could bring your whole damn family out this way. Let's go check this place out, let the doggies get out their little wiggles before we sit in the car for another 6 hours. Where it has boards up at the top, and then back by where Bree is, right behind her, there's a fireplace. This is where the pioneers would come to kind of hang out and cool down. It doesn't feel too bad, and it's like 80 something outside. Getting the morning romp in. So this is in the same area in Pioneer Park, and it's just a little mini slot canyon to introduce to beginners. Really cool honeycomb. In order to get to our campsite at Bears Ears National Monument, we had to drive through Lake Powell, which means crossing over into Arizona and then going all the way up to Bears Ears. There isn't really a major highway that heads there, so you have to take the long way around. But boy, was the landscape beautiful. It's not hard to imagine how the Native Americans here could think of these giant mountains coming out of the land at these most random places could hold gods at the top of them. It's also not hard to compare the pictographs to some of the arches and things that you see in the mountainsides themselves. Just let your imagination go wild and try to think what it would be like to be one of the people that used to live here. We got to Bears Ears really late, and we were driving by a bunch of campsites. It looked like the place was completely full. I knew the cars could get stuck in snow. I did not know that they could get stuck in sand. And I managed to drive my car right into a sand pit. So we got in late last night, and I managed to get my car into a sand pit. So it got stuck, as you can see right here. That's where my tire was stuck. So what you have to do is actually dig out about halfway down your car, make sure the front isn't stuck or dragging, and then in sandy areas you put rugs down behind all the tires and then slowly back onto the rugs. And then once you're on the rugs for that traction, then you go about 10 miles an hour into a hard-packed area. So, tips for camping on what not to do. So, more bad luck this morning. Besides getting stuck in a sinkhole, sandpit, whatever it was. Low tire pressure on the way over to this trail. So luckily I have a very level-headed, experienced camping friend that brought a AC powered compressor with her. I just had a fix-a-flat in a can, but my front right tire, the one that was not stuck, that was at 28 tire pressure. So you want to make sure that you have a compressor with you that's AC powered. I don't know, guys. AC/DC powered. It's just been one of those trips where it's like everything that could go wrong went wrong. And we're just gonna do this short little hike to see a very cool Anasazi ruin. And then we're gonna go home and hopefully no one breaks a leg on the way over there. So I'll put a picture of the compressor right here because it's actually buried underneath all of our stuff. But yep, I'm hiking in my nighttime glasses and we're just gonna go for it and then go home and hopefully nothing else breaks, sinks, or gets stuck. It's been fun other than the problems. As you walk down the road, you want to kind of take a left in between these trees and then follow it down into here in between these two little valleys. Once you get into the valley, there's actually some cairns that you can follow, and then you just go all the way down into the pit of death. Well, we didn't get to the vortex, but this is pretty much what it would look like if we did. There's a little bit of a problem getting the dogs down. This would be okay for humans, but we got to get them down this way. Well, this little girl nearly fell into that hole I was just showing you. So I ended up carrying her back down, and we got her down there, but then she got scared because there was another little ledge I would have to carry her down, and she decided to go all the way back up. So I just told Bree today, this camping trip is not my trip, and I feel really bad. I feel like I kind of ruined the trip, but when it comes down to it, it really is just a bunch of sequential things that happen that were totally out of my control. So maybe one of these days we can get a little puppy backpack and then I'll just stick her in it for these steeper parts that she doesn't like to go down. We're just gonna rest here in the shade. We're headed home. Hopefully nothing else breaks. It was honestly just nice to sit there and take in the beauty of the desert and watch Zoe explore the little area that we were in. For those of you who were wondering, Bree did get down to the tower ruin. It looks a little bit like this, even though I know this is from Hovenweep, but it is a 2-story ruin that abuts a sheer cliff face. So it is actually a pretty cool ruin that I highly suggest going to when you're in the Bears Ears area. After that, we were on our way home and thankfully nothing else happened. Thanks for watching. Please give this a big thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and share with a friend because more the merrier. See you next time, y'all. Bye.